Well, hello and welcome to today's free trading video and market analysis. I'm your host, Kenny, Senior Research Analyst with the MiniAnalyst.com. Looking at an update today. Today is Wednesday, the 29th of April. We've got a Fed day today, an announcement coming at 2:15 Eastern Time, so we're getting kind of close to that. First thing we're looking at here is a chart of the market. This is the mini S&P 500 futures contract. These are our proprietary indicators suggesting to us where the market is likely to head. We're looking at Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Very mixed session was the case Monday as the Bulls tried to rally. We had a gap lower on the open, kind of a choppy conclusion to Friday's session, but as mentioned, once we were to see some acceleration in our bullishness, our primary indicator right here, this would suggest that the Bulls would actually win out on the case of the day. We did have a quadruple bullish bias going into the close. We did have a sell-off, but again, every sell-off was recovered by the Bulls. We did, however, get a gap lower open as mentioned on Monday. And as you can see, we had confirmation of the gap given their negative divergences amongst our indicators. So once we got back to price matching the highs of the prior day, it was just a great opportunity, particularly given a double top right here around 855, excuse me, in the ES, to short the market. As you can see, we had full bearishness here, and we had accelerating bearishness once we got right around in here. And once we got back below the trend, close of 862.25, we'll call it just a nice quick move, trail all the way down to around 850, which was a retest of the morning's lows. We did manage to hold that, but again, a full bearish picture was the case. What did that do? That led to the bearish gap open we saw on the day following, which was Tuesday. We did see a low of around 842 on that day, gap lower open, went to fill the gap. As you can see, we did have a positive divergence to a certain extent on the open, and some decelerating bearishness amidst this indicator, I should say. So what did this suggest? Again, kind of a choppy environment. As you can see, bullish, bearish, neutral right there. And what do we have? Just a filling of the gap. Very choppy market was the case around 860 and 850. So a 10-point range. Trading range was the case yesterday. However, we did find this divergence here. So we did get a lower close, but a nice divergence here. Some bullishness throughout the day here. We get a gap open to the upside, and what do we see? Quadruple bullishness. And once we get to this point, we see some accelerating in the bullishness. We'll call it 862 to 864. It was just off to the races. Accelerating bullishness, quadruple bullish threat was the case here. Actually eclipsed the highs of last Friday. So definitely the market doing its obligatory drift higher into the Fed announcement, and definitely some good trading opportunities in this environment. In fact, a lot of our portfolios, as we'll look in a second, up nicely today. Matt Black's up about 15%. On the day. We're going to go ahead and minimize this, and we'll look at there's a nice chart of our EMD system 1.0. Beautiful winners, 500 up to 525, $2,500 a contract there, giving back about $500, and then 30 to 45, another $1,500 a contract right there, and bam, right back into the long side, around 45 for we'll call it 47 for a nice 15-point move. Again, another $1,500, $1,500, $3,000, $5,000 we'll call it, given these choppy environments, $5,000 a contract, pretty much in the month of April for our EMD system 1.0. Just a beautiful trade there. And we're going to go ahead and look at it. Actually, comparable has been our swing system 5.0, just nailing just about every turn in the market. As you can see, a beautiful buy right there, 7,500, almost up to 7,800. A little bit of chop buying right back around 7,800 up to 8,000, another 200 points right there. Short at 8,000, back down to 7,800. Beautiful trading moves for our swing system 5.0, and back in to the plus side. Actually, that's not. Oh, here we go. Beautiful. Back into the long side, plus another 400 points. We'll call it almost, give or take, on the long side for our swing system 5.0. Just beautiful trades for that system. But we're looking at the market. There's a daily chart of the cash. We do remain fully bullish for our intents and purposes, as you can see. just a nice trend higher. We had an ET sell signal, but again, wasn't that particularly impressive given it was mid-level in nature. High level, maybe low level to be sure. Mid-level, not so much. Intermediate term bullishness remains. Short-term neutrality amidst momentum, as you can see, but the market continues to drift higher. I think this will just work its way out. We do have a short-term bullish bias amidst an intermediate-term neutral state in terms of directional movement. So that's where the market is. We do remain officially bullish. But touching on the disc pad for a second, here's a couple trades we had today. Long 10 contracts in the ES right there. Nice little flag pennant formation. Boom. Get the pop. Scale out. Scale out. That was for $1,000 right there. And another quick trade was the case right here. As you can see, we'll go back over here. Our lead indicator having a beautiful retest right there and just coming down right there. Actually, we should have waited a little bit, but just anticipating it was the case. Nice little double top in our indicator suggesting a move back below. Confirmation actually and a better fill would have came around 70.50 in the disc pad, but again, short 10 right there. Had to write it out. Get HNS confirmation right there. Tried to hold the fib band. Just went down, broke to our target. Fortunately, we got out at our target of 68 right before the move up and reached our daily target of $1,500. Anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 is the case there. There's the daily. We're going to go ahead and switch over now. Taking up a lot of time is the case here. There's the disc pad right there. As you can see, the daily gains up 1,500 today, 1312.50 on Tuesday, 1437.50 on Monday, 1562.50 on last Friday. So what's that on the least amount of capital to get started? 1,200% return on an annualized basis. Very impressive is the case for the disc pad. And then we have our matte black today. Actually, we can get a live shot of the matte black. You can see right there, actually up 15,000 is the case for the matte black. Kind of choppiness in the ES, but some nice winners, kind of balancing out. The real gains coming in the MAP or in the EMD contract and the Dow contract. Our system's really putting up nice winners. 2190 for the or R2K system 1.0 is the case there. So nice. We'll call it. This was a hard copy, 13,000. We'll call it 15%. But the real standout today has been the, as you can see right here, the MAFX Lite of 7,815, I should say, around noon on Eastern Time. It's about an hour ago. Took a snapshot. Beautiful gains, around 78% for this very aggressive portfolio. Obviously, as remains, still is a very aggressive portfolio, but definitely if you're interested in subscribing to that, it's a great opportunity to hold on and wait for these enormous pops. As you can see, we've had 100% days, 70, but again, it's our most aggressive portfolio that we have. So if you're interested in subscribing to that portfolio, you can just go ahead and go to the website and click on MAFX Lite, and it should come up. There we go. Go ahead and add that to the cart, and if you enter promo code VIDEO, just take that out and that out. Oh, we didn't want to take that out, did we? So if you enter promo code VIDEO, we'll get it straight here for a second. Go ahead and add that to cart, enter promo code VIDEO. You can save an extra $300. Actually, it's already been entered, $300 right there on MAFX Lite if you're interested. Or if you're interested in any of our other portfolios or figuring or learning how you can get involved in the disc pad, shoot an email to admin@MiniAnalyst.com or go to the website and chat with the support team live. And hope you guys are having a great trading week, and we will see you next time. Take care.